Hello everyone, Abhi here and welcome to the DigitalReach Academy. If you have ever thought, I want to learn digital marketing, but I don't even know where to start, or maybe you have watched a few random YouTube videos and still felt confused, this channel is for you. Whether you are a student, just starting your career, stuck in a job you don't enjoy, or you are simply curious about how people actually make money using digital marketing, I'm really glad you are here. I've been working in digital marketing for more than a decade now, and it has completely changed my life. I moved to New Zealand from India in 2018 and started from scratch. And today, I work full-time in this field and run my own digital marketing company. None of that came from luck. It came from learning the right skills in the right order and applying them in the real world. That's exactly what I want to help you do here. On this channel, I'm going to take you from zero to confident digital marketer, step by step. We'll go from the basics of what marketing actually is, all the way to things like running ads, building websites, understanding SEO, using AI, and creating real projects you can show in your portfolio. And this won't just be theory. After every module, I'll give you a simple, practical activity so you're not just watching me talk, you'll actually be thinking and acting like a marketer yourself. So if you are serious about building a future in digital marketing, you are in the right place. Let's start this journey together. Before getting into the modules and everything you're going to learn today, I want to tell you why I created this channel in the first place. When I started learning digital marketing years ago, the biggest problem wasn't the lack of information. It was the lack of clarity. There were videos everywhere, tutorials everywhere, everyone teaching something, but no one telling me the sequence. No one saying, learn this first, learn this the next, and here's how it all connects. I remember jumping from an SEO video to a Google Ads video to a WordPress tutorial and then wondering, okay, but how does all of this fit into one career? How does a real marketer actually think? And honestly, that confusion slows a lot of people down. Some give up, some get overwhelmed, some waste months learning random things with no direction. So I decided I'm going to build the roadmap I wish I had. A clear, structured journey from absolute beginner to confident digital marketer. A place where you don't have to figure out where to start or what to learn next. I'll guide you through each and every step. And I also didn't want this to be another channel that just gives theory or motivational speeches, because digital marketing is not something you learn by only watching videos. You learn it by doing. That's why after every single module, I'll give you a hands-on activity. Something small, simple, but powerful. Something that actually makes you think like a marketer. By the end of this journey, you won't just say, I know digital marketing. You will be able to say, I can do digital marketing. There's a big difference. So that's the purpose of this channel, to give you direction, clarity, confidence, and the skills to actually build a career. Whether you want a job, want to freelance, want to work from home, want to build your own business, or simply want to understand how the online world works, this channel is your starting point. And now that you know the why, let's get into the learning. Alright, let's talk about Module 1, the foundation of everything you're going to learn in this academy. Before we get into ads, content creation, websites, or anything technical, I want you to first understand where marketing actually started and how it evolved into what we call digital marketing today. So in this module, we'll quickly walk through the journey. From the days of newspapers and radio ads, to billboards, flyers, TV commercials, all the way to social media, websites, and the digital strategies business use now. But more importantly, we'll talk about what marketing truly is. Because a lot of people think marketing means posting something online or running advertisement. But real marketing is about understanding people, their behavior, their problems, their motivations, and knowing how businesses guide them from hearing about a product for the first time to becoming loyal customers. So in Module 1, you will learn how the entire digital ecosystem works. How websites, social media, SEO, ads, email marketing, and analytics all connect with each other. Almost like different parts of the same machine. Once you understand this full picture, everything else you learn later becomes easier and more meaningful. By the end of this module, you'll be able to look at any business and instantly understand how they attract customers, how they build trust, and where digital marketing actually fits in. This sets the foundation for everything else you'll learn in the course. And once you finish Module 1, I'll give you your first hands-on activity, Something simple but powerful, as I already told you, just to make sure you start thinking like a real marketer from day one. Next, we move into module 2. That's social media marketing. And this is the part most people get excited about because it's where brands, creators, and businesses actually get attention today. In this module, you'll learn how platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn really work behind the scenes. We'll go beyond the surface level of posting content and actually break down how algorithms decide what to show people, what makes certain content perform better, and how brands use social media as a real business tool, not just something for likes. You'll also learn how to plan content properly, how to come up with ideas, how to build content pillars, how to write hooks, how often to post, what formats work best, and how to create content that actually connects with people instead of feeling random or forced. We'll also talk about how businesses use social media strategically, not just to look active, but to build trust, generate leads, nurture their audience, and guide customers towards buying. This is the difference between a regular social media user and a social media marketer. And by the end of module 2, you will understand how to manage social media professionally, whether it's for yourself, for a brand, or for clients. You'll be able to look at any page and know exactly what they are doing right, what they're doing wrong, and what content will actually work for them. And just like every module, once you finish this one, you'll get a hands-on activity where you will create a simple content plan for any business you choose, just to start thinking like a social media strategist. Okay, so let's now move to module 3, and that's content creation and storytelling. This is one of the most powerful modules in the entire curriculum because content is the heart of digital marketing today. In this module, you'll learn how to create content that actually connects with people. Not just videos or posts for the sake of posting, but content that communicates clearly, builds trust, and holds attention. We'll talk about how to write better, how to structure your message, how to create strong hooks, how to build stories that feel natural, and how to make people stay till the end of your video or piece of content. Storytelling is a huge part of modern marketing, and once you understand how to do it properly, your content will instantly improve. You'll also learn the practical side of content creation, how to shoot videos with your phone, how to use lighting, how to frame your shots, how to speak confidently on camera, and how to edit using simple tools like Adobe Premiere Pro. You can use CapCut as well. And even if you don't want to be on camera, you'll learn how to create high quality content with using visuals, animations, voiceovers, and AI tools. We'll also talk about short form versus long form content, how to create thumbnails, how to use B-roll, and how to build your own style over time so your content doesn't feel like everyone else. By the end of module 3, you'll have the confidence to create content for yourself, for a brand, or for clients. You'll know how to take an idea and turn it into a polished piece of content that looks good and communicates effectively. And after this module, your hands-on activity will be to create one simple piece of content, a reel, a short video, or a graphic post, just to get comfortable with the process and start building your creative muscles. Next up is module 4, website development. And this is a module that really sets you apart as a digital marketer. In today's world, almost every business needs a website. It's their home on the internet. So in this module, you'll learn how websites actually work, not just from the outside, but from the inside too. We'll start with the basics of HTML and CSS. You don't need to become a programmer, but understanding the building blocks of a web page will give you the confidence and help you troubleshoot things when they don't look right. Then once you're comfortable with the basics, we move into WordPress, which is how a huge percentage of websites on the internet are built. I'll show you how to set up a WordPress site, install themes, use Elementor to build pages visually, create sections, design layouts, add forms, add animations, and build full websites without writing much code. We'll also talk about essential skills like hosting, domain setup, website speed, mobile optimization, security, backups, and how to make sure a site is easy for visitors to use. You'll also learn some UX and UI principles, basically how to design websites that not only looks good, but feel easy and natural to navigate. And as you progress, I'll also introduce you to the basics of JavaScript and even a little bit of backend development using Laravel. Just enough for you to understand how web apps work behind the scenes. By the end of Module 4, you'll be able to create complete websites for yourself, for businesses, or even as a service for clients. This is a real practical in-demand skill that can open multiple income streams. And once you finish this module, your hands-on activity will be to design and build a simple 3-page website, something basic but real, just to get you comfortable with turning an idea into a functional site. Next, we get into Module 5, and that's SEO, or you can say Search Engine Optimization. And this is one of the most powerful skills you can learn in digital marketing. SEO might sound technical or complicated at first, but once you understand how Google actually works, it becomes surprisingly logical and honestly even fun. In this module, you'll learn how search engines read and understand websites. We'll talk about what Google looks for when deciding which websites should show up on the first page and which ones shouldn't. You'll learn how keywords work, how to structure your content so Google understands it, and how to optimize your titles and headlines, how internal links help, and why backlinks matter. We'll also look at how to analyze your competitors, seeing what keywords they rank for, what pages bring them for the most traffic, and how you can create content that outranks them. SEO isn't about guessing, it's about a complete strategy. You'll also learn how to make a website technically healthy, things like page speed, mobile friendliness, sitemaps, crawling, indexing, and making sure Google can easily access every important page of your site. And if you run or work with local businesses, you'll learn local SEO too. Things like optimizing your Google business profile, managing reviews, and ranking on Google Maps. And the best part, everything you learn here is long-term. Ads stop when the budget stops. But SEO works for months and years if you do it right. By the end of Module 5, you'll be able to look at any website and immediately understand what's helping it rank, what's holding it back, and what needs to be improved. You'll have the skills to increase traffic for businesses, which makes you extremely valuable in the job market and as a freelancer. And once you complete this module, your hands-on activity will be to perform a simple SEO audit on any website of your choice. This will include analyzing keywords, checking the page structure, looking for optimization opportunities, and understanding how well that site is performing. It's a great way to start thinking like an SEO specialist. Next, we go into Module 6, that's Google Ads. This is the module where you learn how businesses get instant customers through paid advertising. And honestly, this is one of the most in-demand skills in digital marketing today. Google Ads is powerful because it targets people who are already searching for something. If someone types "best plumber near me," "buy running shoes," or "digital marketing course," Google Ads lets a business show up right at the top, exactly when the customer needs them. That's why companies pay so much for Google Ads specialists. In this module, you'll learn how Google Ads actually works behind the scenes, how the auction system works, how bidding works, and how quality score affects your cost. And we'll be using the actual Google Ads platform, the real tool used by marketers worldwide. You'll learn how to set up search campaigns, choose the right keywords, create ad groups, write compelling ad copy, set budgets, and track your conversions. We'll also use Google Keyword Planner, a free tool by Google that helps you discover what people are searching for, how many searches there are each month, and how competitive each keyword is. This tool alone can change how you understand online behavior. You'll also learn how to connect Google Ads with Google Analytics 4 and Google Tag Manager, which helps you track what people do after they click your ads. This is important because it tells you exactly which ads bring results and which ones need improvement. By the end of Module 6, you'll know how to plan, create, and optimize Google Ads. You'll be able to generate leads and customers for any business, whether it's a local shop, an online store, or your own project. And of course, once you finish the module, you'll get a hands-on activity where you create a complete mock campaign inside Google Ads itself, just to get comfortable with the platform and start thinking like a paid ad specialist. So let's now jump to Module 7, and that's Facebook and Instagram ads, also called Meta ads now. This module is really important because these platforms are where people spend hours every single day. And businesses use ads here not just to get views, but to get real customers. People who message them, book services, buy products, or visit their websites. Now don't worry, if the idea of running ads sounds complicated right now, in this module we are going to make everything very simple and easy to understand. We'll start with the main tool you'll be using, that's Meta Business Manager. This is basically the control room where you manage all your Facebook and Instagram ads. It's like the dashboard that helps you create ads, manage pages, track performance, and keep everything organized. Then we'll use something called Ads Manager. This is where you actually create the ads. Think of it like a step-by-step form where you choose your goal like, do you want more messages, more website visitors, or more leads? Set your audience, who should see your ad, choose your budget, and design the ad itself. We'll also talk about something called Facebook Pixel. But don't worry, it's not scary. It's simply a small piece of code that goes on a website to help track actions like clicks, signups, purchases, etc. You will understand what it is, why it exists, and how it helps businesses measure their results. You'll learn how to create different types of ads. Ads for awareness, letting people know the business exists. Ads for engagement, getting likes, comments, views. Ads for leads, that is, people filling forms or messaging the business. And ads for sales, getting real customers. The best part? I'll show you how businesses of all sizes, from cafes, salons, gyms, tradies, online stores, real estate agents, use meta ads to grow. By the end of this module, you'll know exactly how to set up an ad from scratch, choose the right audience, create eye-catching images or videos, write simple but effective ad text, and understand whether your ad is performing well or not. And once you complete the module, your hands-on activity will be to design a full ad plan for a business, including who the ad should target, what the message should be, and what results the business should expect. This will help you really start thinking like someone who actually manages real ads. Alright, let's move to module 8 now, and that's email marketing and automation. Now, when people hear the word email marketing, they often think it's old-fashioned or outdated. But the real truth is, email is still one of the strongest and most reliable ways for a business to connect with its customers. Think about it. When someone gives a business their email, it means they trust them enough to stay connected. And that's powerful. In this module, you'll learn how businesses collect email addresses in the first place, using things like opt-in forms, which are just simple sign-up forms that say things like join our newsletter or download this free guide. Nothing complicated. You'll also learn how to write good emails. Emails that don't feel spammy, emails that people actually want to open and read. We'll talk about how to share value, how to tell stories, and how to guide people toward taking action gently and naturally. Then we'll jump into automation. And don't worry, the word automation might sound technical, but it simply means sending emails automatically. For example, when someone signs up, they might get a welcome email instantly. That's automation. Or a follow-up email the next day, that's also automation. We'll use beginner-friendly tools like Mailchimp, Klaviyo, or ConvertKit. These tools are very visual. You can drag and drop elements, write your email, schedule it, and let the software do the rest. I'll show you how to set up simple marketing flows like welcome sequences, thank you emails, and basic follow-up messages. By the end of this module, you'll understand exactly how emails help businesses stay in touch with people, build long-term trust, and gently guide customers toward buying without being pushy or salesy. And once you complete the module, your hands-on activity will be to create a simple 3 to 4 email sequence for any businesses you choose, like a small welcome series that introduces the business, shares some value, and invites the customer to take the next step. This activity will help you write like a real marketer and understand the power of email communication. All good? So next, now move to module 9, and that's analytics and tracking. Now this module might sound technical when you first hear it, but trust me, I'm going to make it extremely simple and easy to understand for you. Think of analytics like this. Imagine running a business in the dark without knowing who is visiting, what people are clicking, or what content is actually working. You'd be guessing, right? Analytics is simply turning the lights on. In this module, you'll learn how to understand what's happening behind the scenes when people visit a website, react to our content, or click on an ad. You'll learn how to measure results clearly so you know what's working and what needs improvement. We'll start with Google Analytics 4 or GA4. This is a free tool from Google that basically shows you everything happening on your website. Things like how many people visited, which country they came from, what pages they looked at, and how long they stayed, whether they took any important actions or not, so stuff like that. I'll walk you through GA4 in a very simple way so you understand how to read the numbers without feeling overwhelmed. Then we'll use Google Tag Manager. another free tool that helps you track specific actions on a website. If someone clicks a button, fills a form, watches a video, downloads something, Tag Manager can help you track everything in one place. We'll also talk about something called UTM links. Again, simple stuff. These are just special links that help you see exactly where your traffic is coming from. For example, whether someone came from Instagram to your website or Facebook, or someone clicked the Google ads and then came to your website or an email. Once you understand UTMs, you'll feel like you finally have control over your results. By the end of this module, you'll also know how to look at data and actually understand what customers are doing, which marketing efforts are paying off, and how to make smarter decisions. This skill alone makes you stand out because most beginners don't understand analytics at all. And once you finish this module, your hands-on activity will be to track a simple action like a button click or a form submission and view the results in the analytics dashboard. This will give you real confidence and help you think like a data-driven marketer. Alright, so now next move to module 10, and that's Artificial Intelligence or AI for digital marketing. And honestly, this is one of the most exciting modules because AI has become a real game changer in our industry. Now, when people hear the term AI, they often imagine something very technical or complicated, but the truth is, AI tools today are designed to make your own work easier, not harder. You don't need coding, you don't need advanced technology. If you can type a sentence, you can use AI. In this module, you'll learn how AI can boost everything you do as a digital marketer, from content creation to research to planning. I'll show you how to use tools like ChatGPT, Canva AI, Notion AI, and a few simple AI video and image tools that help you work faster, smarter, and more creatively. For example, you'll learn how to use AI to brainstorm content ideas, write scripts or captions, create marketing plans, do keyword research, design images, generate email sequences, analyze data, and even plan full campaigns. And the best part? AI doesn't just save time. It helps you produce better work. It gives you inspiration when you're stuck and helps you explore ideas you might not think of on your own. But I would recommend just use it as a guidance tool. It's not a simple copy and paste. Otherwise, you'll just fall behind. I'll also show you how to give AI the right instructions called prompts. A prompt is just a simple message you write to tell AI what you want. You don't need to overthink it. I'll teach you exactly how to write good prompts and get the best results. By the end of this module, you'll know how to use AI like a real assistant, someone who helps you research, write, design, plan, and organize your work. This skill is extremely valuable because the future of digital marketing is more human plus AI working together. And like every module, once you finish this one, you'll get a hands-on activity. You'll pick any small business and use AI to create a full mini marketing plan, including content ideas, SEO keywords, ad concepts, and a simple email sequence. This will show you just how powerful AI can be when you use it correctly. Now let's move to our next module, and that's real-world portfolio projects. And honestly, trust me, this is one of the most important modules in the entire curriculum. Because learning digital marketing is great, but being able to show your skills is what gets you hired. In this module, we'll take everything you've learned so far, like content creation, social media strategy, websites, SEO, ads, email marketing, analytics, and AI, and turn it into a real practical work that you can put into your portfolio. A portfolio is simply a collection of your projects. Think of it like your proof, your evidence that you can actually do the job. You're going to create things like a complete business website you built yourself, a social media content plan, a reel or short form video you created, a basic Google Ads campaign setup, a Facebook and Instagram ad plan, an SEO audit for a real website, a small email welcome sequence, a basic analytics dashboard, a mini marketing plan created using AI. The goal is not to show that you are an expert right away. The goal is to show that you understand the concepts and can put them into action. These projects will give you hands-on experience and build your real-world confidence. And when someone, an employer or a client, sees that you have built things yourself, they instantly know you're not just learning digital marketing, you can actually do digital marketing. At the end of this module, your final hands-on activity will be creating a capstone project, basically one big project where you choose any business and build a full digital marketing strategy plan for them from start to finish. This will include a website layout, SEO research, social media ideas, content samples, ad concepts, email sequences, and simple analytics setup. This is the kind of project that makes your portfolio stand out and shows that you are ready for real opportunities. And that's the real aim of this academy, not just to teach you, but to prepare you for real work in the real world. Now let's move to our next module. Before we dive deeper into technical parts of digital marketing, there's one more extremely important module I want to introduce, and that's marketing strategy. This module is all about teaching you how to think like a real marketer. Because tools are great, platforms are great, but without the real strategy behind them, nothing works the way it should. In this module, you'll learn how to build a complete marketing plan for any business. Whether it's a small cafe, a personal brand, an online store, or even your own project. We'll start by understanding the marketing mix, which is basically like the foundation of every marketing plan. It includes things like the product, the price, how it's promoted, and how it's delivered. You'll also learn how to identify a business goal and objectives. This simply means, what does the business want to achieve? Do they want more customers, more followers, more sales, or more awareness? Once you know the goal, choosing the right marketing activities becomes much easier. Then we'll go through a structured way of understanding strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It helps you see what a business is good at, where it struggles, and what chances it has in the market. You'll also learn how to identify the target audience. Basically, who are we trying to reach? What do they want? Where do they spend time online? And what are their pain points? Once you know that, you can choose the right platforms and create better content. Speaking of platforms, we'll also explore how to choose the right channels to market a business, whether it's social media, SEO, ads, email, websites, offline activities, and how to create a simple but effective plan that uses the right mix of channels based on the goal of the business. By the end of this module, you'll be able to sit with any business idea and map out exactly how you would promote it step by step. This is one of the most valuable skills a digital marketer can have because strategy is what ties everything together. And once you finish this module, your hands-on activity will be to create a simple marketing plan for any business of your choice. Nothing too complex in the start, just a clear outline showing the goals, the target audience, a SWOT analysis, the marketing mix, and which channels you think that business should use. This exercise will help you feel like a real strategist, not just someone using tools. Alright, so that's the complete overview of everything you are going to learn in this DigitalReach Academy playlist. And honestly, if you follow this step by step, this can genuinely change the way you think, create, and approach digital marketing. Now here's something I really want to emphasize on. If you take this seriously and simply watch one video per day without rushing, without skipping, you'll complete the entire curriculum in just a few months. And if you include all the hands-on activities, which will take you about 2 full weeks in total, you're still looking at around 3 to 4 months to learn everything properly. And that's all it takes. One video a day, a bit of focus, and your entire future can look completely different. So now you can go to the playlist and start with module 1. Watch each video in order, keep a notebook and a pen with you, pause whenever you need to, replay anything you want to understand better, and move forward one lesson at a time. And also, I want to give you a small piece of advice, which is honestly more important than most people realize. If you're serious about building a career in digital marketing, you need to protect your attention. By saying that, what I mean is, try to avoid unnecessary distractions. Try not to get pulled into meme content or mindless scrolling on social media. If you're spending time online anyway, make it intentional. Follow marketing blogs, follow creators who teach, follow brands that inspire you. Fill your feed with learning, with content that builds you, not distracts you. You will be surprised how much faster you grow when your environment supports your goals. And of course, if at any point you get stuck or something doesn't make sense, don't hesitate. Send me an email anytime at ask@digitalreach.co.nz. I'm here to help you, guide you, and make sure you don't feel lost at any stage of this journey. Whew! So take a deep breath, commit to one video a day, stay focused, and start your journey with module 1. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the first lesson.